Hi everybody, welcome to my fake cooking show, or what in my head is you sitting at my kitchen table and me cooking dinner and us just kind of chatting and hanging out, and also possibly sharing some of my favorite recipe, which means and feels a little bit like I'm sharing my heart. So this is my attempt at taking back a little bit of my Facebook world over and against my work world. So, and just kind of connecting and sharing a little love. So I'm gonna make tilapia taco salad tonight for dinner. But first I'm gonna get this in, and this has onions, carrots, sweet potatoes, mushrooms. I would put, in my single days, I would put Brussels sprouts in, but Mr. Dixon doesn't like Brussels sprouts, so I cook them off to the side for myself. But this is what I call autumn in the oven. And I'll just roast these vegetables and then we'll eat them on salad tomorrow. We might eat them alongside pork chops on Friday, if that's what we have on Friday. But I call it autumn in the oven, and although the sun was out today, it kind of feels like autumn. So this is going in the oven on 350 for about an hour. I'll stir it at some point in the middle, and then it'll be yummy. Not gonna be sad about this. It's also a great way to handle vegetables that are giving up the fight. Now all these guys are pretty good, but that's okay. So tilapia is our fish of choice. Tonight I have some peppers and onions cut up with a little oil and salt and pepper, and they're gonna go on the pan too. And then I'm just gonna put the tilapia, once it's cooked, onto a bed of spring mix and spinach. Now, we're gonna call that dinner with a little lime juice on top. But in here I have, this is my spice mix. I have a half teaspoon of chili powder and smoked paprika and parsley. I also have a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. You guessed it right, good job. So I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper in there as well. Tilapia is a really forgiving fish, and Peyton doesn't like fishy fish, and so this is one of his favorites, hence the cod and the tilapia. I've got some scallops in the freezer that I'm gonna do something with a little later too. So I'm just gonna take the fish, come on, come to the party, buddy, in here, pat it down. Oh my gosh, that paprika and cumin and everything smells really yummy. Okay, there's one. Flipping them back in the dish. Not pretty. That's gonna be yummy. I'm going for simple. I'm going for fast dinner. I'm working a lot right now, and so I don't need anything really complicated. I don't need anything really overboard, but I do need something that's gonna be yummy, and I do need something that is got good protein, and I think I'm gonna just dump the rest of this right on top, right? Give them a little bit extra. So that's that. Because I don't want to I don't want to have a boring dinner, but I also don't want to work a ton at it either. So I should have maybe used the bigger pan, but I think we're gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna put the vegetables in here, and then these guys, these roasted vegetables, I very often roast vegetables. A huge thing of caramelized onions I usually do on Saturday or Sunday, and then we eat those all week long. I might put those in our egg bake on Tuesday. I usually bake a egg bake on Tuesday night, and then we eat that on Thursday and Friday and Saturday for breakfast. That's kind of our menu planning skills. So that's pretty yummy, right? That's gonna go in the oven. It's gonna cook probably for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna check it at about 20 and see how it's cooking. And then all of this is just gonna be slid onto the salad, and we're gonna call that dinner. That's what we're gonna call dinner tonight. What are you having for dinner? Saw a couple of your pot pies. Larissa's, yours looked really yummy. Now you said you made a shepherd's pie, but without potatoes. So is that just a pot pie that's not chicken? I should tell you a story about my butcher in Scotland, Harry. Oh, I'm mad about Harry. And well, Harry was mad about me. Really fun guy. Amazing stuff. I still follow their Facebook page, even in Bucksburn, Aberdeen. They do great stuff, really funny, and it makes me just really remember their pies. But they used to do steak pies and all kinds of little pies, pork pies. They had a pork apple burger that was my favorite, and I would always serve them when I had guests. So if you visited me while I lived in Scotland, you probably had Harry's pork burgers. But of course, tonight, tilapia taco salad. That's what's for dinner at the Dixons. Thanks for coming to my fake cooking show. Lots of love from New Jersey.